How to market my photography business online. Struggling to get some new paying clients in your door? Well, marketing's the solution. It's also the number one reason photographers don't stay in business, because you actually have to go out and attract new clients strategically. Our work doesn't sell itself. We can't just take pretty photos and then get booked out all the time. It's just not how business works. But once you learn the fundamentals of marketing and you start to see some success, it gets really fun and it will become one of the favorite parts of your business, just like it has mine. Or you can outsource it to somebody else who loves doing it and can do it well, which is totally fine too, maybe even preferable, but it's really important to know what it is that you're doing so you know how to hire the right people. So either way, this video is going to be for you when it comes to marketing your business online.
It's showtime.
Hello, I'm Mike Lloyd. I run a multi-six-figure boudoir studio here in Silicon Valley, California, and I love marketing. I didn't think that I would be this into it when I first got into photography, but for me, it's solving a puzzle. That's what marketing is. You need the right offer to the right people at the right time in the right place. And you have to get all these elements lined up, and then everything just explodes and you make money. It's all an experiment. Sometimes it's frustrating because you're like, this same thing worked last year. Why does it not work this year? Or even 2 months ago, I booked 20 shoots. Now it's crickets. What's going on? Some things take longer to get running. Some things work the first time. Marketing is always an experiment and it can feel frustrating. But when you have a ton of different options in your back pocket and you get really good at them over time, I think, again, it's just a fun puzzle to solve and a good challenge to keep you entertained. That's how I look at it. I recommend you do the same. So my favorite 3 ways to market your photography business online are model calls, charity fundraisers, and organic social media. Now, you can find ways for all these things to work together as well, but I'm going to break them down individually. Firstly is the model call. This one you can totally do wrong, waste a ton of time, not make any money. Or you do it the right way and you can bring in a ton of happy paying clients who will help you grow your business beyond those initial sessions. So what is a model call? You're basically waiving a session fee. Normally you charge $200, $300, $400. You're like, it's cool. Shoot's gonna be free in exchange for signing this release, allowing me to use your photos for marketing. That's what we're doing. And then you're gonna sell other prints in your in-person sales session, IPS, on the back end and make all your money anyway. So I am happy to waive a session fee in order to bring in a surge of clients, because I don't make my money off my session fees. It really covers my operating costs. And if I'm going to sell $3,000 packages on average and I can bring in 10 new clients from a model call, I will happily make that $30,000 and waive the $4,000 in session fees. I mean, obviously I would prefer to have all of it, but I can run a campaign to make 30K and not make the 4. I'm totally cool with that. And if you are cool with making $30,000 in 10 shoots also, I suggest doing a model call. Maybe your sales aren't up that high yet, but it's cool. It's still a good way to get people in the door. You can't run them all the time because people will get suspicious if they've seen the same model call campaign going every single month. But it's one piece of the marketing puzzle. One thing that you can do throughout the year, maybe do it once a year. And you can say, hey, refreshing the marketing. I've got new products, new backdrops, new sets, new pieces of furniture, new hotel rooms, and I want to get some new marketing photos. Let's do this. I'm waiving the session fee if I can use your stuff for marketing. So you're doing them a favor, they're doing you a favor, and you make the money on the back end. As long as you have the sales process set up to actually sell products on the back end, you're going to be totally fine. So model calls are a great way to do that. Plan to do them at least no more than twice a year, but I would suggest once a year. This is an annual way to just get a bunch of people in your door.
You don't have an appointment, do you?
All right. Number 2, the charity fundraiser. This one is huge. I brought in over 100 clients with it last year alone. Similar to the model call, I'm going to waive the session fee in exchange for donations. Now, I've done them in the past where for every client who books, I'll donate $100 or $200 or percentage of sales to an organization. And I've got mixed results with that. But what I found that worked really well, basically a $100 session fee, and that gets donated to this charity organization. People are stoked they get the big discount on the session fee. I still have the conversations that, hey, you're going to spend at least $1,500 on your album when you come in at the end. And some people are like, Cool, where do I sign up, right? So maybe I did 200 consultations, but I still got 100 people in the door. And that's lower than my normal close rate on a consultation. But again, I'm happy to bring in 100 clients from this one campaign. And we raised over $10,000 for this charity. So I got sent out to their email list. I got featured to all of their members, more publicity, and I booked another 10K in business from those referrals alone. So totally worth it for me. Now this year, what I did was I picked a couple different charities that I thought are aligned with my brand and that are also marketable and legit. And I made a post in my Facebook group for all my clients. I'm like, hey, last year we raised $10,000 for the Campbell Chamber. This year, I want you to help me pick the charity that we're going to support. And everyone in there is voting right now on which charity they want to support. That's great because now they're going to get more involved in it. They'll recommend their friends join because it's for a good cause. It's just one more reason to encourage people to book a session with you. And you get karma points for supporting another local cause. But again, aside from being able to market this as a positive for the community, that organization, whatever that nonprofit is you're supporting, will also share this with their own email list, their own social media channels. You can get on the news. You can do press releases. You can get featured in other local media sources that, photography studio is supporting pet shelter. Things like that make great news stories and you get more publicity essentially for free. So this is a great way to support your community, get a ton of free marketing, and make a bunch of money off the back end. Everyone wins.
No problem with that at all.
All right, lastly, this is the low and slow long game, organic social media. This is where you're just making posts on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube or wherever it is that you have your platform, and you're sharing behind the scenes content, testimonials, frequently asked questions, stuff about you. We could go into content creation here in a 20-hour video, but basically you're posting for free. You're not boosting posts. These aren't paid ads. You're just posting to your feed, to your stories, the free way to get content on the platform. And you can do it strategically with local hashtags and by using influencers and Instagram takeovers with other local businesses. You could feature other local businesses and then they'll share the post to their own feed. There are a ton of ways that you can grow your following on social media without having to pay for it. Again, it's going to take more time because organic reach happens more slowly than if you pay for the traffic, but it's a great way to supplement your paid traffic and you'll win in the long term. So there you go. Those are my 3 favorite ways to grow your photography business online: model calls, charity fundraisers, and the low and slow game of organic content. So get out there, make some money. So if you want more ideas on how to market your photography business, I have a ton of other videos on here. And if you want step-by-step walkthroughs, how to actually do all of these things from start to finish, head to boudoirguild.com, join the membership, and I will show you myself. See you inside. You're amazing.